The kind of crime that stops you in your tracks. A woman, a child dressed as Spider-Man, and a bank robbery.
Hey, what's good? What's good? It's to the streets back in your area. We're gonna get straight into it. 2025 has been the year of the crash out. I'm talking about everybody wilding, pushing it to the extreme. This story here, man, you ain't gonna believe it. I can't even make this up. A woman walks into a bank with her child. I'm talking about dressing him up as Spider-Man and everything. The first thing she teaching him in life is how to go in there and get that bag and get him a first round ticket to the chain gang.
Sheriff's office says that played out Wednesday morning just after 9. They say a woman dressed in all black, hoodie up, face masked, walked into Robbins Financial Credit Union off Log Cabin Drive. She was carrying a small child. They say she allegedly handed the teller a note saying she was armed. Moments later, cash in hand, the woman left with the child and drove away in a white Nissan.
We have learned the Bibb County Sheriff's Office arrested a woman they believe robbed a West Macon credit union. The Robbins Financial branch on Log Cabin Drive shut down for the day after 37-year-old Sydney Lachey Bryant allegedly entered with a young child and robbed the bank.
Now, only in 2025 will a woman go into a bank with her kid and rob the bank and think that she's going to get away with it. With all the technology and stuff out here right now, I mean, I guess since Trump done got in office, done took away all the assistance, man, and we got some women that just gonna get desperate and try to get it any way possible, and that means just, hey, leaving the baby with the system, because you about to go to prison, man. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, this is crazy. Why would you put your child in danger like that by going to rob a bank with your child? Is this the message that you're trying to give your child?
After searching for hours, police later arrested 37-year-old Sydney Lachey Bryant Wednesday afternoon near the 4300 block of West Highland Drive. Bryant now faces 3 charges: armed robbery, cruelty to children in the first degree, and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. According to the FBI, there were just over 1,200 bank robberies nationwide in 2023. A decline from previous years, and over the years, very few were committed by women, just 7% in 2016.
Now, I was curious about how much time you could get for robbing a bank. Turns out, if you're gonna rob a bank, and I'm not suggesting anybody rob a bank, giving a note is probably the best way to do it, because the specifics of how they sentence you, the guidelines of robbing the bank, determines on if there's a threat of violence, if a weapon was used, pretty much your background, how much money you took, all of those type of things. And pretty much she just handed a note. There was no threat of violence, nothing really nobody got kidnapped, nobody got shot, no gun was presented, any of that stuff like that. And they didn't tell us how much money that she actually got, but I don't think she got that much. It was a credit union. So only problem is she robbed the bank with the child in her hand. She would have been better off leaving the child in the car. You know, she'd at least went back to the car. They might have seen it on the camera, but being that she had a child in the hand, now she's probably only gonna do about 5 years. I had a homeboy that robbed the bank. He got 5 years. It was his first crime. He robbed the bank with a BB gun, so there wasn't really a threat. So I'm just guessing she's probably gonna get between 5 and 10 years. The baby she's holding look like it's about 2 or 3 years old. She'll be out before the baby becomes a teenager. Only problem is when she get out, DFACS is not gonna let her have that child because she has a reckless endangerment with a child. So ma'am, I hope it was worth it. I know it's hard out here, inflation, everything costs an arm and a leg, but ma'am, if you was desperate for money, you would have been better off just selling some cat, because at least you would be out with your child. Now you will never get your child back, and they will never let you be around your child because you put him in danger. You would never be able to see your child until he's old enough to be an adult. You are gonna think about that for the next 5 to 10 years for trying to rob a bank. There was a lot of other options that you could have went at. I'm pretty sure whatever she needed money for, it probably had something to do with her child. It probably had something to do with her child. So whatever she needed money for had to do something with her child. Now you done lost your child, you didn't get the money, you about to sit down and think about it and realize it was more important to be a mother, to be out and be able to provide for your child. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Ears to the Streets, working hard. If y'all want to check out my other channel, Working with Ears to the Streets, learn about a little bit of duct work, make sure you look in the description and sub up to Working with Ears to the Streets.
Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Ears to the Streets out your area.